wanted to show you my big clamp that I just got done. Came out of my tank and brushed it up a little bit. Need to get the end for it still. I hung it up on my wall because it's so big. And this is actually just one of my my second wall, just putting old tools on or stuff I've redone. Some new stuff that I just think's neat. Kind of goes along with my other one over here. This stuff I find or redo. Okay guys, that one clamp I showed you there, and these are the other two. I know I show you guys a lot of clamps, but it's just how well that evapo-rust works, and I want to keep showing you guys that. It's so cool to pick up these clamps like this that are old. A lot of people just throw them away or whatever, and they're still very usable and they're nice, and they come out like new. I don't even know how much they're really used once you get them. These were a few I showed the other day on there, plus that big one. Then I wanted to show you a few tools I got the other day here. I just picked up this was just in a box, some more of them Kawasaki Yamaha wrenches. Not sure much about these. These just kind of came with this other stuff I got here. But I picked up some Mac wrenches, and they're big. This one here is I don't know if you can see that there, but 23 inches long. They're not in real clean shape yet. They've been somebody put some paint on them, and it's going to take a lot of work to get them to look nice again. But it goes from 1 5/8, and that's 1.5 inches there. Kind of looks like he had them hot at one time. I'm not really sure, but it's got his name in them. 1 7/16. I mean, these are huge. I'm assuming these were it was off a farm, so I'm assuming it's farm equipment working on with these things. They have a Mac CL44, and then on the back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My battery went dead there. But they say Sabino, I think, in the back, or I'm not even sure. It's they're kind of rusty. Yeah, Sabina.O. 1 5/16 there, 1 3/8, 1 1/4, and that's probably about as big as my rest of my wrenches go, is 1 1/4 right there, and then 1 1/8. But yeah, they're nice wrenches, and they wanted well, what I ended up paying for them was $10 a piece, and I think they're well worth that by looking them up on the internet and that kind of stuff. I don't think a guy can go wrong on them, and plus I didn't have them anywhere near this big, and I think they'll look good in my Blue Point box. It has all my great big huge 1 inch and 3/4 inch drive tools, so if I ever do need a huge wrench, I guess they'll be in there. I just got to do a lot of work to them. Then the day I got them, I got these off a guy from Craigslist. He'd advertised them. He'd wanted $60 for them, and they're a pair of linesman pliers. I know you guys got a lot of them, but they're Mac, and I thought, well, they'll go good with the collection, and they're really nice shape. I paid $10 a pair for these. Nice pair of needle nose, and I really like these. I have a pair of snap-on angle cutters like this for getting cotter pins out and stuff. They work really nice, and these are actually super smooth. I'm pretty impressed with these. These are really nice. They're actually smoother than my snap-on. And then a little pair of cutters here, and they're all Mac, and they don't look like they've been used much at all. I mean, there's just no blemishes in any part of the tool. And I'm always happy to get Mac, and I figure they're well worth $10 a pair. I just wish that instead of that little laser engraving crap they do, I wish they would stamp them or put some nice stamps in the tools. so if you do wash them or do whatever you do or brush them, that don't come off. Because I know on my snap-on pair you can't even tell they were snap-on anymore because of the use, and that part's gone. But I wanted to show you my little Matco haul, I guess you'd call it, and how a few of my clamps turned out and how that great big one turned out that I'm so happy with. And I'll get to work on these and give you guys Okay guys, I'm just going to show you a little bit on this wrench too. I'm not going to bore you with every one of them, but the first step I've had to do is on this wire wheel. There's just, this stuff's not coming off. There's like layers of stuff on these wrenches. It's just a matter of time, I guess. So this will be my first step before I start with the other thing, abrasive brushes and stuff like that. But you can see there's just different layers of stuff on these wrenches. A lot nicer finish for sure, and when I get done with them it'll be a lot better, but it's a good start. I just can't believe the layers that was on. Usually this wire wheel just eats stuff right off, but I don't know what this stuff is. Is this years of use or what? good, guys. Still got the name in here. I'll work on that later. I'll get the name out of there too, but that's a whole different process. Okay guys, this is a 80 grit Scotch brake pad, and I'll go over the wrenches, all of them with this once, and hopefully this will get rid of any of the scratch or the names and deformities that are left in here. Okay, I always hope that this will get rid of the names, if there's any in them. But if it don't, then I go to the gear grinder I have with these kind of pads, and just work it out, and then go back to these again. But I'm going to do all the wrenches in this, and then I'll show you my next step. Just a little bit finer and finer until it gets it back to where it was supposed to be. Okay guys, next step I use is a blue Scotch brake pad with just some air on it, just to shine it up and get some. This obviously isn't the last step, but this is just another step in the process. And this is back to a 180 grit here. That's pretty much the finish you get out of a 180 grit. You can see it there on, there's a little bit of a brush. I'll do one more on it with a 400 and then we'll see how it looks. Well, it's the end of them, guys. I ran them over the polisher once just to put some compound on them, and put a little bit of WD-40 over them to protect them so they don't rust or anything. But I know if some of you guys were wondering if I took any of the protectant off by wire wheeling them and stuff, I didn't. That's just kind of pretty much on the finish, because you can see right up here where it's started to chip the main coating that is on these wrenches. I have no idea what it is, but pretty much all I was working with was the coating that was on top of the wrenches. It's really weird how I know these are a vintage, pretty old wrenches, but you can see how they're made. See how rough that is in there. A lot of them are like that too. This big one was like that too. It has that really rough. But yeah, I'm really happy with them. Turned out to be a nice set of big wrenches for me. I'm happy, and I think they turned out really well. And for the price that I'm in them, it was worth putting some work into them. I won't get rid of them, that's for sure. And thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed these.